Good evening, Savages. Welcome to this episode of Savagely Paranormal.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. We have the whole crew here tonight.
We do.
Two of us.
We keep counting that there's 5. Keep forgetting how many
Do we have a mysterious 6?
Well,
Oh,
we
probably
might.
somewhere.
We just don't see them.
Yeah.
My name is Megan. I am our group's occult specialist.
I'm Tabby.
You're a founding member.
Founding member investigator.
Brian, I'm the big little brother, whatever you want to call me.
Oh,
I don't care. April, founding member, I guess. Sort of. It was my idea. I said, hey, girls, you want to do this?
and I'm Kelsey. I'm our tech specialist and founding member.
Hey.
Yeah.
So you had an investigation last week, did you?
It was a
Third
very
time's the charm.
interesting investigation. Our third time at location was
Definitely at least more active this time.
My crystal burned my hand.
my necklace burned my chest.
Yeah, I don't know how you didn't freak out about that. I mean, mine
It is
burned my
what it
hand and I came up
is.
off the floor and I was like, "No, I'm done. I'm
I'm
going home
like,
now."
oh, that's kind of hot. I should pull that out and take that off. I'm burning between the girls there a little bit.
Good.
We don't keep crystals. We've learned that there are
Yeah.
places
We
you don't
don't.
put crystals.
We don't carry the crystals in the bra anymore because they get a little toasty and warm. And then I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm on fire. Let's not do that anymore. That's why we got pockets.
Yeah.
Pockets. They're important.
So why did you have to go back?
Our clients was still having some instances.
Yeah.
So,
First time we were there, it was very active. The
Very active.
second time we went, there was literally nothing.
No.
nothing.
Well, yeah, because
Longest evening ever.
the kids weren't there that night.
Yeah, we told them to keep the kids out of the house so we could investigate a little better, I guess, because difficult background noise.
Like there's always background.
Yeah,
Right.
well, word
Always.
to anybody who wants to have their house investigated. A, you cannot whisper.
No,
No.
No. B, you cannot continuously talk. And C, you need to let the investigation.
I mean, we're not the type of people who are gonna be like, "All right, you guys gotta go."
Hit the bricks. Leave.
Yeah.
Leave us here.
I mean, if we request it, it's not,
not
anything
anything personal.
personal, yeah.
Right.
like nothing against you. It's just we want to get the feel of the place before we go in. But I mean, I'm all for it. But if talking,
All we hear whisper can't just client whisper. There's anything there.
actually
then-
whispering, yeah.
Yeah, like it's hard when everybody's trying to be quiet, but
I mean, I know there's instances where we all just start like cracking jokes, but that's because we're hitting that pivotal point where we're like, A, we're tired. B,
we're a little slap happy.
still not happy, kicking stuff around. And then there are times when we're like, okay, this
Okay.
is serious time now.
Yeah.
Everybody quiet. And then the room goes dead silent.
Right. I feel like we always have that that time like when we first get there where we're still trying to fill out the space and we're trying to like, okay, so this we're getting our game plan together. So we're all just kind of like sitting there cracking jokes, hanging out, just feeling where we are versus like when it's time to actually like buckle down and get shit done.
Right.
And it's hard to like buckle down and get shit done when like you have clients that are just sitting there staring at you the entire time. It's hard to focus on what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And in order for us to be like effective with what we're doing, like we have to be able to focus on what we're doing. Like,
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. You need to talk louder, stop whispering, or just not talk at all. Like,
And we're
it gets
pretty
bad.
good when we're listening to the recorders. We know all of our voices because everything sounds a little different when it comes over the recorder. So we can say, okay, that was Kelsey, that was Megan, that was me. But when you have clients on there and you're not sure if they're whispering or if that was, you know, a kid or their TV that they were playing, you can't.
It makes it really difficult.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't definitively say something's an EVP or not with all the background.
Right, yeah, because we're not just going to be like, oh, listen to this. We found this. Your house is haunted. That's not how that's going to go.
No.
No, I prefer to try to debunk everything that I find.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You twig hitting the window, somebody shuffling their feet, or, you know,
Yeah.
Box getting moved, the cat jumping on a box.
tripping
Mhm.
over your own feet and dropping your camera. Yeah.
That is a unique skill to trip over a level surface, though.
It is.
I
Happens
have
all the time.
that skill though.
Me
It
too.
happens. It happens all the time. It is what it is. But like when you're trying to, you know, go through the recorder, like a lot of times, like when we record, I'm like, oh, that was the cat jumping on a box. So that when we're listening through the audio, we're a lot like, oh my God, look, we found this really good. No, that was not a thing. That was just something else. That's not really what's going on.
Mm-mm.
It's ridiculous. But the mumbling and the whispering is what makes me mad when I'm trying to listen to voice recordings. I'm like, if you're gonna talk, just talk. Be loud enough that we can hear you on recorder, but like you don't have to talk, don't talk.
Sorry, I talk to myself and it sounds like mumbling.
Yes.
Yes, we know this. And
Yes,
you like
we do.
growl at things a lot on recorder.
No.
Yeah, the last round of things. Like I heard you grumbling a lot. So
If I'm grumbling's different than growling.
right, but like I mean, it is what it is. But we've all
We know
heard
what
you
it
on
is, yeah.
recording, so we all know. Like, oh no, that's just Brian. That's just somebody else. But with clients, because we
hacking up
don't
phones.
hear them all the time,
Yeah.
it's hard to just differentiate them from like what's actually going on in the house. Like it's not a pleasant experience when we're like, okay, is this let's play the game. Is this client or ghost?
Right. And I'm not going to go to them and say, here, look at all these EVPs we got if we're not 100% sure that it's not them.
Right, or the video footage.
Yeah.
What were some of the things that you found right away?
We did get some pictures.
We did.
Yes.
We have some orbs, some
A couple of faces,
Faces in the
looking in from
windows.
outside. We got
some pictures of the outside with things like here, there, and everywhere.
yeah, that was definitely weird. There were all kinds of I don't even know what you would call them on
Not-
top of the house.
This is how
Okay, there was a knock on the window now.
it is.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Really?
we crafted that so we don't have face everywhere.
2 faces and a knock on that window in that room.
So this was the knock audio that we had.
Somebody said that the podcast is
Okay, there was a knock on the window
there's
now.
audio issues and now
Really?
none. Nothing.
2 faces and a knock on that window in that room.
Oh yeah.
I'll never forget when they had the EMF readers and they were in that mud room. Then they were. What was that? Trap. Trap? That was a. Okay, there was a knock on the window now.
Because
You don't know what its name actually is.
because
You don't know what its name actually is.
because
You don't know what its name actually is.
No, that was Ruger.
Ruger likes to paw until he can come inside.
Yeah.
Really realized I'm in here.
Right.
Yeah, then we'll tuck tail and run. It's okay.
Okay, we'll post them on the website.
Okay.
We're having some issues getting the audio mixed correctly.
All right.
I am, I should say.
Yeah.
You're the
So
tech man.
there's a few EVPs that we got that we'll post on the website. We got one where we were asking, Megan had the dowsing rods and we were communicating with those, and Tabby came later during the investigation and we asked if it was excited that Tabby was coming, and the dowsing rods literally started shaking back and forth, and we got a yes. There was another one.
Yeah, it's something about the 3 of us in a
Yeah.
room together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know.
Me.
It's something about the 3 of us together and me on dowsing rods.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know what it is about me on dowsing rods, but like when I go on dowsing rods and it's the 3 of us together in a room, like it gets cold
Yeah, they didn't
and it
like
gets
me.
weird.
Yeah.
The energy drops. It gets cold. Like when we were there the last weekend, like the energy and the the temperature near me dropped like 20 degrees compared to the rest of the room. It was crazy. I'm like, I'm the cold. Like
No. See, I was the opposite. I
I'm
was
the
burning
cold.
up.
I was freezing because I was sitting by her.
I was sitting by the glass like for the outside, and you would think I was cold, but no, I
if
was
you're
like
cold,
getting warmer by the minute.
If you're hot, come sit by me. I'll drop the the temperature enough that you won't complain that you're warm anymore.
When I went to the closet, though,
it was
it was
hot in there.
hot. It was crazy hot.
I avoided that room, even with them not being in there. I still was like, no, I don't like this room. I don't want to be in here.
Yeah.
Nobody
Upstairs
likes
was
that
crazy though. The floor, when we were upstairs, the floor literally felt like it was going like this under my feet. And then Brian and I were directly across from each other, and he felt it too. The minute he walked in the room, it was just like,
Yeah, it felt like you were going like it's like you stepped through the door. It felt like you were stepping through just like a barrier.
Yeah, like
Because
a
I was
brick
like,
wall
alright,
like,
this
smacks
is
you in the
different.
face.
Yeah. Like this is different.
kind of like when you get off of a really spinny ride and you try to step, and then you just, yeah,
Yeah,
it was
like
crazy.
Before
Yeah.
just like moves. It's weird. But it almost made me think that like with you guys being across from each other while we were there, that it was almost like a portal. Like the energy seemed to be going like in a circle, like between the 2 of you. So it
Yeah.
made me think that there was like a portal on the floor or something.
Possibility.
Which is like usually how the energy like moves when you come across those things. Like it spins like in a circle or
So it's basically a vortex.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's right above the closet where all the crazy stuff was. So,
Happening.
It
yeah.
almost makes me think that there was like some kind of like supernatural spiritual nest somewhere close by between those rooms
It's
because
entirely
like,
possible. I mean, that was all farmland at one point in time, and way back before that, it was Native American land, and who knows?
yeah, it's possible that
There's a
Who
lot
knows
of
what's
streams that
there?
run through the backyard.
There's churches on every freaking corner.
Right? There's
there
a
was
triangle
a
of churches.
cemetery that was like right down the street that they turned into a fruit farm.
Yeah.
So it's possible that there are, like residual type things there plus an open doorway to other
Mhm.
inviting other things in, and it doesn't help that our homeowner like actively invited
yeah.
other things
When you
into her home all the
when
time.
you send
Oh
a
my
beacon
God.
off through the sky, of course they're gonna come calling.
Right.
Right.
You just
But I
can't-
mean, like that's anywhere that the three of us
Don't
or
investigate
Brian
your own
or
home.
Tabby
Yeah.
goes. Like we're like beacons for the things to come and like play with us. But when don't actively invite things into your home.
No.
Because that's how you get haunted. And like once they're there, they don't feel the need that they have to leave.
No,
It's not
'cause
all
they
fun
have
and games.
friends now.
Yeah.
They have friends, and you gave them permission to interact with you. And if you give them that permission, yes, things are gonna happen. You're gonna
Right.
have things move and doors slam and growls and scratches on the walls, and you don't want the things to
And just
haunt you.
because-
Revoke that permission.
And just because you think you're inviting your great grandma doesn't mean that's who you're gonna get.
No.
No.
No, that's like playing with the Ouija board and thinking that, oh, yes, I am talking to my father or my sister. And then you get, a few questions in and you realize, oh no, something's wrong. And
Yeah.
by that point, you just can't take it back.
No.
You really
But you
can't.
can always end the session. And
Properly-
knowing how
properly end the session.
You don't just go, oh shit, and throw the board and you're done. No.
No, you can't just throw it under your bed. You can't throw it outside. You can't throw it away. You have to properly end your sessions. You properly start them. You properly end them. There's no in between stages there because
You just
No.
leave doors wide open.
there's a book, Ouija board for dummies. I swear to God, go buy it if you think you want to play with one.
Better
Because-
yet, just
or
don't play with it.
Yeah,
Just
They're
don't.
not toys.
Just don't, because
Yeah.
you literally are opening like a doorway when you use those. You're opening a doorway for the spirit realm to come in and contact you, and there is no guarantee that it is a human spirit that is coming through on the board. But knowing how to properly end your session is literally what comes down to like having a good time with the spirit board and you pretty much being infested with spirits.
Yeah.
Right. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Always make sure you say goodbye. Make it say goodbye. That's the important thing. If you're gonna use the boards, make sure they say goodbye
Yes.
at the end of your session. That's
I
important.
feel like that was a good rant because
Right. Totally off topic.
because any investigation we go into, and it sounds stupid, but that is usually the first question we ask. And I mean, we ask other questions too, but the first question we always ask is A, have you or anybody in your house ever practiced witchcraft, demonology, whatever? Have
Anything
you
occult
have
related.
you done those things? B, you move on. Have you or anybody in your house ever played with a Ouija board? Usually those answers are no. There have been some instances where the answer was yes. And then we're like, okay, well, this is going to be a good time now. And then the other question always is when, have you done something that you think you shouldn't have done, but you just thought, you were playing with candles and you read a book or whatever, and you just thought it was going to be a good time, play jokes with your friends. Have you done those things? Because those three things is, to me, like the biggest, like, this is going to be a good time. This is what's going to happen. This is what we're going to run into, and we're screwed.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we don't know what we're going to be walking into at that point. Proud at. Are very susceptible to being emotional.
Our
Have
first
been,
round.
have been super. I can't angry at that point. Too much going on.
White light yourself.
Yeah.
Make the bubbles.
The best
Yeah.
part is when you ask him, "Oh no." And then
Don't
you get
lie.
further into the investigation and you're like, okay, so are you sure? And they're like, well, Well, one time when I was 10, I was at my friend's house, and we may have touched a Ouija board for just a minute.
And I still have it. It's in the spare
Yeah.
bedroom under the bed. Okay.
Like, just don't lie. Like,
No.
if you did it, own it. Like,
And we're
right.
not asking because we're gonna make fun of you or poke fun because you know
we're
we've
not
all
judgy people.
right.
Like, it
I-
happens. Like,
I
I
have
have a Ouija board.
Right. I have a bookshelf full of paranormal witchcraft books and demonology, and that's okay. We need to know these things
We need
because
to know what
not
we're
only
walking
is it
into.
our safety, but your safety because, you know, there are some things where we do prayers before and after. And sometimes that doesn't go well.
Sometimes that makes things angry and they
and-
don't like that. So
no.
like, it helps to know, you know, if there could have been a demonic attachment, like then we know that we should probably do all of our prayers not on property so that we're
Right.
not taking things
You come
off.
Right.
walking in, say the Hail
Unless
Mary,
we
shit
want
starts
to
flying through the air. Oh, sorry.
Mess, you know, like we want to mess with things. But I mean, like,
Right. No.
I mean, like, as a whole, though, like, our group tries to not religiously provoke the things if we
No,
can
we
help
really
it.
keep religion out of it when we
Yeah,
If
well,
we
we're
can
not
help
really,
it.
yeah.
none of us are really
Yeah.
religious, so to speak.
No.
So
Right.
we don't come in there with a bunch of
Right, but like
religion.
if we can help and not religiously provoke the demons to piss them off even more than they're already pissed
Right.
off that they have new people coming in to figure out what the hell they are to get rid of them. I mean, but like if we don't know what we're walking into and we're walking in blind, I mean, a lot of times we walk into a house and we're like, "Oh, I don't like this." Like
No.
right.
the first time we walked into Angel's house, I'm like, "Ooh, I don't know about this."
Right.
No.
The first time I walked in there, I was like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Right.
Yeah, because you went during the time when we had nothing.
No.
Yeah.
That was my first investigation. Oh, yeah, I don't feel nothing here.
Yeah, there was
It
literally
calls
nothing.
your name, and
There
then we walked
wasn't
in and we're
either.
like, "What the hell?"
I mean, because there was a
what the
big
hell is
difference
this?
from the first time we went to like the second time we went, where I was like, walking through the front door, I was like, I don't like being here. And then the second time, I was like, okay, it's a house.
It's a
Yeah.
house.
Right.
The
And then we
pictures
go
I
back.
took that first investigation, I was trying to roll out pareidolia on most of the pictures because we did get a lot of like facial feature things,
Yeah.
but a lot of it it's just like background images, reflections, and that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like the one where you zoom in on the top of the picture and it had like the face by the chimney, but you could tell it was just the branches in the trees.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, if you don't know, pareidolia is the act in which your brain takes random shapes from the environment and like makes an image. Like your brain is trained to like always find the faces or like familiar
Common
images
images.
in patterns. So like going through and like looking at pictures, sometimes we're like, is this really what is in there?
And then we
Or
sit and stare at it for like 10 minutes and we're like,
we
what
blow
is
it up
that?
really big so that we can
You
all
blow
like,
it up and then you
look
like
it up.
squish it down and you blow it up and then you like zoom in and you're like, okay, I still
What
is
know
it?
what this is. We
Yeah.
don't know. And then sometimes like you'll go through all the pictures and see absolute nothing, and then a few days later we'll go back through the pictures
and they're like,
to
hey,
make sure
what's that?
what is that?
Yeah.
Like that's what happened the one time we were there. We were looking through pictures and I'm like, there's somebody staring at us through these windows. I think. I don't know. I could be going crazy at this point because I've been looking at these freaking pictures for the last 3 days trying to figure out
I mean,
why I
Yeah.
keep getting watched.
Well, it's like when you go through video, like audio footage.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I sit and just hit play and just close my eyes because I don't want to see the footage. I just want to hear it. And then, like, I'll hear something and I'm like, oh, what was that? And I go
What
back
was
and I'm like, oh, crap. And I don't know what numbers because I wasn't looking at them. And you just sit and you stare at it for so long and it feels like the numbers are just
Yeah.
droning on.
Yeah, like we do that a lot with like the audio recorders and stuff too though. Like going through like 3 hours of audio recordings and then like
It's not like it is on TV.
re-going
No.
through them. Like it is
Yeah.
a slow and painstaking process. And
It
then
Right.
you have to keep going back. Like, oh wait, I think I heard something. Let's go back. And then like you play it again and you're like, where did it go?
It can take a good 5 to 8 hours to
Right.
go
I
through
would say
3
it's not
hours
like it's
of-
like the TV shows where they're like, oh, day one, and then like they're done going through all their stuff, and then they
Yeah, no.
present it to the
No.
no, it's days upon days, depending on how much footage you have to cut through and check.
Yeah.
The surprised expression you get is nothing like what you see on TV.
Yeah,
No.
no.
They're like,
But, oh!
wait, no, wait, maybe, no. Was that a dog? Was it the cat making noises?
Right.
Yeah.
Was it one of us that was
Was it one of us meowing at the cat? Yeah, it was probably me.
angry and like growling because we were mad?
Right,
Or, like,
yeah.
So you have to like really like context clues it sometimes. Like, it's like fucking Blue's Clues. Like, you gotta
exactly.
It's not like TV. We're not working on a script.
No.
No.
like, no.
You
It's like
got
Blue's
your little
Clues.
notebook,
Like,
and you're
okay.
writing down like, okay, this second and this second and then this second, and then there's like nothing for 10 minutes, and then you're like, oh wait, what was that? And then you go back and you're like, oh man, I lost it, and you gotta start all over.
And then not only that, then you have to take all the little pieces that you wrote down. Then you've got to go back through and figure out when in the investigation it was, so that you can say for sure, okay, yeah, I know that wasn't Megan because she wasn't in the room. She was over there doing this.
Right. We had some of that with
I
Brian.
think
Like,
that's
it
why-
sounded like a guy, and I'm like,
I think that's why I like doing
Hold
the
on,
videos
wait.
better.
Yeah.
Because I
You can see.
where everybody is at all times, because I'm not in the videos, but I'm watching all of you. So then I'm like,
Right.
okay, he's over there, she's over there, there's nobody here, but yet this is moving, and this says words.
right.
Like,
but then,
okay.
like, we have some of you, even, like, from behind the camera, where, like, you're like, God damn it. And, like, you're, like, whispering at the camera because it keeps beeping. And I'm like,
Yeah, because my
I'm
battery,
like, wait a
my
minute.
batteries are dying. I'm trying to plug stuff in. I'm dropping stuff, and
I'm like, is that Kelsey or is that something else?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then, like, occasionally, like, we'll have Brian. Brian's our only guy. So, like, we're listening through audio and we're like, okay,
Right.
I
are
have a
we
very distinct
talking,
voice.
like, Demon or are we talking Brian?
Brian's
Right.
Is
just
it
getting
an
aggravated.
intense entity that we're listening to, or is it Brian being aggravated because nothing's happening? And then for some of it, like, we all kind of like keep dibs on each other, so we all kind of know, like, if he goes outside or somebody else goes outside, we kind of know at that point. So, like, some of that we're like, oh no, he was outside at this point, because we all like watched him walk outside.
Right.
Right.
So some of the audio is like easier, and I think like it really comes down to it, like, we have to be better at like being like, all right, this is who's in the room at this moment.
Yeah.
Right.
This way we're like, okay, so now we know, like, okay, so Brian went outside and it's just the three of us girls, the four of us girls, the three of us girls, whoever's in the room, so that we know, like,
Yeah,
Right.
we need to like keep a log whenever we go into a new room with the recorder and we say,
Yeah,
Like I
because I
did
think
with
we're
mine.
just
Yeah.
so like in it. We just like walk in. We're like,
Yeah.
all right, ask questions. Let's go.
Yeah.
do it. Let's get it done. And then I'm like, wait, as I'm listening back through the audio, I'm like, wait.
When
which-
was this? Who
when
did this?
was
When did we
this?
start
Who was
this? Yeah.
here? Which room are we in at this
And
point?
at that
Like, I
point,
don't
yeah,
know.
I kind of turn my recorder on when we start and just.
And then
leave
you
it there.
guys you guys scatter, and there's
Yeah.
one video camera,
I
so I'm like,
swear.
I'm trying to find the most like action is like who's doing what's going on where.
Yeah, that's just why we always threaten that you're
Squirrel.
gonna like leash me because I squirrel. Like, I
Yeah.
catch whiff of energy and I just go.
need to we just
Yeah, we need to get like body cams for all of us. This way it's all recorded no matter where we are.
well,
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have some new toys.
if we all
Soon.
win the lottery, we'll have all the cool toys.
Right.
Maybe eventually when I have some money, I'll get a GoPro just to attach to myself.
There you go.
Right.
Oh good lord.
Like last time.
I just have to remember to turn it off when I like step outside to smoke or something.
Right.
Yeah. Whoa.
Then
Look
again,
at all
you know,
the mist. No, that's just Brian.
That's just
then again, I mean, I could be like walking around and catch something too. So
right. At that
Right.
point, I would just like dictate where you are and just keep recording. It's easier that way. I mean, like, it's easier to like just dictate which location, which room you're in the location, and just keep going than it is to like
you like sit here.
No.
stop and
grab
play
the other
and
chair.
stop and play. It's. Do you want to sit on my lap?
No, I'm okay. I'm good.
You sure?
Just if I start laughing, it's because my leg is numb and it's waking up.
Here.
Just an FYI.
Well, like last weekend, Tabby squirreled and
Oh yeah, like
she
Ryan
came
had
back
stuff on
upstairs
Saturday
and
scene.
informed
Jeff,
us
where's
that
your
there
room?
was there was a shadow figure peeking around the corner. So then everybody squirreled at that point, and we all kind of abandoned
There we
ship.
go. And we all have our own chairs, and we can all fit.
Now I can get comfortable.
Yeah, sorry.
Like, we were upstairs last weekend, and like Tabby's like, "Hey, I need somebody to come with me."
Yeah, Tabby
Sorry.
squirreled.
Which one of the 4 of us do you want to come with you? She's like, "I don't care." I'm like, "I've been on dowsing rods at this point for like 2 hours. Here, you have them.
I was
Tag
in,
your in. It's your turn."
I was in La La Land with the floor rolling under me, so
It's a very like odd feeling going from like having the dowsing rods in your hand and it being like so freaking cold. Like my hands were numb because I was so cold. So like passing them off to somebody else. Here, tag your it, and then like instantly I'm warm again. I'm like, I really don't
See,
like
that's why I
this.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't mess with any of those. I'll
Wow,
stick to my
not
tarot
water.
cards.
they
and
don't
my
like me
books.
anymore. They only work for her now.
Yeah, they didn't like me when I tried them.
I'm sorry.
They always point at me, but they want her. So
No.
They want me to hold them, but they want everybody else to answer the question, like ask the questions.
Yeah.
I ask a question and it's like,
no.
meh. All right, somebody else, tag your it. Somebody,
Like, I picked
somebody,
them up, and I was trying
anybody.
to use them, and they started off straight, and then they just crossed and wouldn't go anywhere else.
Well, Matt says that he says the rods are always fun. He gets hot when he uses the rods.
Yeah.
And he said he's used them a couple of times. The most messed up time he ever had was at Mansfield Reformatory.
Oh, I want to, Matt. I want to go there so bad.
That's a first.
I
But-
haven't been there. I've
Matt-
We've
never been
there a
there.
few
Okay,
times.
hang on, Matt. You never answered the question on Discord. We asked you if you would like to go with us on one.
I've never been there.
Me either. I want to go so bad.
Me and Brian have been there a few times on like different flashlight tours.
That's
and-
Madison
You get-
Seminary, not Mansfield Reformatory.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
No, I want to go to
no, my
Mansfield
bad.
so bad.
I want to go to Mansfield. I want to do one of the overnights.
Me too, but they're a little pricey right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's because everybody's doing it.
I know.
It's
Like
the
a
cool
It's
thing
the
to
cool
do.
thing to do.
Mansfield's always a little pricey.
It's the cool thing to do. But
All
we're
the cool
doing that
kids.
big one in May.
Oh, that's gonna
Oh,
be fun.
yes.
That is gonna be so fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're going to an
So-
abandoned town, 80 acres.
Yeah.
It's not abandoned
Oh.
per se. People actually do live there, but it's. I think they live there, but they run it. But it's a museum, a cemetery, a church, a funeral home on 80 acres of property where you can just have at it.
That'll be
You
awesome.
get a guide. You can get a historical tour during the day, and then from like a certain time you get like a guided tour, and then they're just like, okay, you're on your own. Have at it. Don't die.
Sweet.
From like midnight
that's the
to
one in
3 a.m.
Defiance,
We're
right?
on our own.
No
Right.
squirreling.
That's the
No.
one in Defiance, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like an hour north of my hometown.
Yeah, that's 80 acres
And
of
it's only $40.
don't
Yeah.
get lost. Don't
But
leave
I
the
don't know
group.
if I'm assuming that's $40 a person,
I
not
think so.
$40 a
So
group.
we're gonna leash me for this.
Yes, we are. Tabby's gonna try to get the camper.
Yeah.
Woo.
I'm not tending it. Sorry.
Matt said he depends if he works that day.
Figure it out.
Yeah. That is Jake's favorite saying. Figure it out. Get with the program, figure
No, I
it
think
out.
that would be cool. We should
Yeah.
look into when we can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could
Yeah.
always take them to the one we always go to.
Yeah, the one in
High roll.
the one in Defiance was
another
40 per
house.
person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we could take them to. Because we have to have guys to go to that one.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah. All right, Matt. We got
Tabby's
the perfect
dad's
house
house.
for you.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
give us a day and we'll make it work.
That's what's
Um,
involved with that
We're
one.
getting
Yeah.
rain boots though because I want to go back there,
I want to go back there too.
but I'm nervous.
I'm not
about
wearing
that.
my Harley boots back
Somebody
there. No.
remind me to bring rain boots. To wear my rain boots
Yeah,
because I don't
definitely
want,
need to
I
get
don't want
those
my
if you're
cowboy
going
boots
to
muddy.
that.
I
Yeah,
don't
no,
want
I'm-
to sink
I'm
in the
not
mud.
getting
And it
my
can't-
Harley boots
And it can't
muddy,
be
no.
cold because
No.
it gets really cold back there to begin
Yeah.
with.
It'll
Um,
be fun. It'll be
but,
fun times.
There's another one in March in Tennessee.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. It's
That's a
well,
wild ride.
So like the whole Guyon's whole property. It's not just his house. It's like another another house that's like 50 feet from his house, and it's his landlord's house, and it might be like one of his neighbor's house, but his neighbor's husband doesn't let her talk to anybody, so we don't know. But it's like the entire like cul-de-sac, like whole property,
Yeah.
and like the
Where
activity
people are
really
gonna get lost.
didn't
Yeah,
start until they moved that house. Till the landlord moved that house from Alabama, where that little boy was murdered, like in the house. But we can't find any news articles about that.
I
Just
haven't had a
weird.
chance to look because
So they moved an entire house.
They moved an entire house from Alabama to Tennessee, and a little boy was murdered in the house. Like they literally like painted over the
yeah, they
blood
painted
on the
over
walls.
his blood on the
Yeah,
walls. Oh,
yeah.
sorry. I didn't mean to kick you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
No.
To cover it up so they can
No,
rent it out,
I
I
mean,
guess.
just-
I don't know.
The cover.
Why did you want the house?
Probably because it was cheap and they could rent it out on their property. I don't really know.
No,
People
that's
don't
not
look, but people
okay.
don't. Some people don't.
Some people don't think of that.
They
okay?
see dollar signs. That's it.
Okay.
There was a Native American lady that lived there before like the couple that most recently lived there, and like she had zero activity. Like she had a shaman come in and like bless like her yard and her house, and it was fine. And then she moved out, and all hell broke loose
All
again.
like the blessing.
No.
Oh yeah.
Burn it
So
down.
we have full
Just-
permission
Burn it down.
from the landlord.
Don't
that
worry,
You burn it down, you bury the ashes, you holy water and Hail Marys, and that's where
I'll
it
pull you back.
stays.
Don't worry.
We'll be okay. We got Brian. He'll pull you back from
Nope.
the things. We'll be okay. But no, we actually have permission to do his house and the abandoned house. That's what he calls it, like the abandoned house, like the Scotty's murder house. I don't know what to call it. So we have permission to investigate both houses. It's like completely abandoned. Like there's still like furniture and everything in it. Like literally the people
People just
backed
got
off
the hell out of Dodge.
in the
They're
middle of
like,
the night, like got the fuck out of Dodge. Like
I might have to see how much he's trying
Oh
to
my
rent. I might
God.
it's gonna
No.
be
Don't come
it's gonna
visit
be
anytime you
interesting.
want.
But that is gonna be one of those investigations where literally we all stick together as a group.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm not going anywhere alone in that.
No.
he's been scratched. He's been.
No.
Scratched, bitten, punched.
Yeah, you
slapped.
name it,
Stay
it's happened
together.
at his
I'll
house.
find my own route.
Okay.
He's got pictures of demons coming up through the floor, through the walls. His
Okay,
dogs
and
constantly
one
are
of-
barking at him.
in some of the pictures on his YouTube channel, which is a haunting in Tennessee,
Yeah.
he it's him inside of the murder house.
No.
I don't know what to call it other
I
than the
don't
murder
have
murder
to have
house.
words
I don't know what
besides
to
no.
call it other than like the murder house. But like
No.
he
Yes.
has
We're with you.
he has
Yeah.
pictures
No.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
a demon looking in through the windows.
Oh,
So
that picture was
that is
creepy
from
as
the
hell.
house.
I
It's so
suggest
creepy.
that we all go visit a church service
Prior
Before and
to
after.
going-
before and after.
Go take a bath in some holy water.
Right. I'm sure somebody's got a pool
Holy
somewhere.
water. Should be
I
it.
do. I got a priest
Yeah, because
right down the road.
I don't
like sprinkle
see
the
this.
holy water on it.
Go, can we
It's
have
going
we
well.
have some jugs of holy water, please?
I'm like,
Oh, no. I'm gonna FaceTime you because you're gonna be there.
Yeah, yeah. If we
So
gotta
that
go,
way-
so do you. Even
yeah,
if you're
love
just
to
there
go,
in
but-
spirit.
No,
Right.
you're gonna be there,
Yeah.
so that way you
And-
can watch the live footage.
Of us.
Tabby just
shit
be like,
hitting the
no,
fan."
I'm
Getting
out.
sucked into the abyss. of
Bye,
the-
and just hang up, and
Yeah.
she's not gonna answer her
Yeah,
phone.
he's
But I
like,
mean,
oh, I gotta go. The kids are calling.
But
Right.
really, like the activity in his house,
It's crazy.
it went from zero, no activity,
just-
until like they moved the house
No.
there, and like literally a
No.
day later, that's when shit hit the fan in his house.
He's
No.
had what 4 cleansings now, or
Yeah.
is this gonna be?
Obviously, they're
Like,
not working.
Well,
But
well,
it's just
his,
of his house though. Like it's not from the murder house.
his
I think
wife
that it's
has-
nesting at the murder house.
his wife has an attachment,
yeah, a
and
shadow
she's a
person.
minister of some sort.
I don't know, she's like
Um,
a medium type person, something. I don't know.
I don't know, but she has an attachment, and this lady has done cleansings for her
Kristen.
and the house.
Kristen James.
But
yeah.
she told her, she's like, this thing will never truly leave
Leave?
you.
You're kind of
He'll stay at a distance, but he keeps coming back.
At that point, that's when you just burn the house down, bury the ashes,
question.
You
though.
sprinkle some holy
Yeah,
water once a week. You have
yeah.
somebody come in and be like, no,
Well,
and be done.
if they did that, then we wouldn't have a reason to go
But that's
investigate.
Right.
That's
But no, this
Come on,
this
it'll
guy,
be
he's
fine.
like, no, this is my home. You are not chasing me out of
Right.
my home.
oh no,
He's
I pack my
had-
shit and be like, bye, have a good night. This
He
is
has
yours
had 34 investigators come into his house from various teams, and every single one of them has had something happen to them.
Yeah.
now. Oh good, oh good. This gonna be a
It's
good
gotten better and better every
time.
Like he gets,
They've
he
had-
gets
That's
like
it, I'm
class
out,
A
I quit.
evenings.
I'm going off.
It's too late. That stuff starts happening to them before they even go.
No,
Yeah.
Yes.
no.
Like
Yeah.
today, I told you the thing popped off of the spray can in the kitchen for no reason. Somebody went like this to me the other night while I was trying to go to
Oh
sleep.
my god, no. Yeah, I had
Are you
on my way
manifesting
over
there?
here.
Maybe.
It looked like a sheet had gone over my rear view mirror, like
Yeah.
in the back seat of my car,
Yeah.
and I like flipped out.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like, what the hell is that? I'm like flipping my mirrors, flipping my lights
Yeah.
on.
But like
Is
he,
that the same
like,
one cop
yeah.
followed you?
No, that was on our way home from the other night when that
Every-
cop whipped around and followed me, and I was doing under the speed
he went
limit.
by me and I was like,
You were,
I was like 10 over,
yeah, and they
and
Followed
he just
me.
kept going, and she was behind me, and I'm like, oh.
oh no.
And then I saw him turn around. I'm like, oh.
oh.
Well, he's not coming after me.
followed me all the way home, and I was like, oh, good.
But
Thanks.
every single group that has been in there has had like activity happen before
No.
they go,
Yeah.
and then during their
Oh, yeah.
investigation. And
They've been
it's not
scratched, pulled, pushed.
it's not just going to be us that goes. There is Kristen James, who is a psychic medium, is also going to be there
She's
with us.
she's been there multiple
So I'm
times.
gonna bless the car
Yeah.
before.
Can we
and
get a priest to
after-
do that?
Yeah, yeah.
I can call my guy.
Hopefully I don't spontaneously combust getting in.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop
Yeah.
No, they're gonna see you and they're gonna go, oh.
They're gonna be
it.
like, oh,
Oh.
fuck.
I
Roll.
wasn't signed up for this. Bye,
No.
guys. We're out.
Bye,
No.
deuces. Yeah, no.
We're
That
gonna
would be,
we're gonna bless the car before and after, because that nothing's coming home.
no,
nothing
no,
comes
we're
home.
not trying to bring anything home with us
No.
from all
Meanwhile,
of
he's over
that.
there cracking up.
Right. Well, I mean, like he has like shadow figures that he sees. There's a little boy that plays with his dogs all
Well,
the
that's
time.
the little boy from the murder
There's
house.
actually
Oh, there's
a
another one
different
now. Oh,
There's another one now.
That's too many.
He thinks that Scotty actually like moved on, and now it's the little boy that's there now is called Aubrey. Like he actually said his name on an EVP.
Oh,
I
yeah,
follow
that's
his
right.
YouTube
That's
channel,
right. No,
like,
I remember
religiously.
watching that one now. That's what I'm like. It's not a
That's
boy.
what I'm
He's not a
thinking.
boy.
I'm like,
Yeah, he's not a boy.
Children equals bad things.
Right.
Yeah.
I
In
hear-
real life and in the spirit world.
Okay, so like I hear somebody say that they see the ghost of a little kid in their house. You're automatically a demon until proven otherwise.
Right.
Because
Right, it's like going to court.
we have seen too many
Right.
demonic type activities.
Especially if they say it's a little girl with long hair. No.
no. But we've seen too many like
Yeah.
demonic type entities pose as kids for me to be
Yeah.
like,
Because people let their
look
guard
at the
down when it's
cute little
a kid.
kid.
Right.
You describing what
them.
you've seen at the Geneva house, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a little girl with like really cute curls and a dress, and
No.
I'm like, demon.
Yeah, there's a little girl with blonde ringlet curls and a little white dress, and then I was like,
Demon.
no,
Demon.
no.
Sorry.
No.
We don't. No.
And then he called me a sissy, and I was like, no.
Because the little kid's not going to call you a sissy. That's a demon. I'm
No,
sorry,
right.
but you're a demon until you prove otherwise. Like, that's just
And it's
my
not
opinion.
my fault. Matt says it could be a mimic.
A mimic? Yeah, it could be. Like, we've experienced
Yeah.
things that have sounded like other team members on the recording.
Oh,
We're like,
yeah.
did you
That's
say
not
that?
what they would say.
Yeah.
Did you say that? I didn't say that. Did
Or
you
when
say
you're
that?
walking through the house and you know somebody's over there and you hear them from over there, you're
You
like,
hear somebody say,
no,
"Hey."
I'm going this way.
Yeah. We've done that a few times.
Yeah.
Especially at the
Like walking
Geneva
around
house.
and like you hear hey, and I'm like,
or over here.
I'm like, okay, well, there's nobody there except, and you guys aren't in the same room. And I'm like, all right, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going in that direction.
Yeah, no,
No.
like I hear that and I'm like, squirrel, bam, we
Yeah.
gotta go this way.
Yeah, no.
This is the way we need to go.
And I'll go that way, but we go in
It's
twos.
Safety
Right.
numbers.
We always go in twos.
Because if you go by
okay,
yourself.
so most
Yes,
of the time
except
we
for
Megan.
squirrel.
She just walks away.
I'm the problem. It's me. I know.
You
like,
are the problem child.
we'll be
I don't even
standing there.
go off on my own.
Well,
I
we
think
don't worry
he
about
just
you so much.
disappears,
Yeah,
like,
you just poof
We're
and are
having a
gone.
conversation and then he's just gone.
We,
And
like,
I'm like,
turn around and
oh,
we're like,
where'd Brian go?
Where'd he
And-
go?
Yeah.
No,
And
yeah.
then like we'll all be having a conversation, and then we turn around and we're like, where the fuck did you come from? I'm gonna put a bell on you, cause like you just walk so quiet.
We're gonna get
Don't
him a
just
dog
be
collar with a little
here.
bell so he jingles.
Honestly,
wouldn't
I
hear
think we
that.
should all have one of those when
Yeah.
we go to.
Oh, do you know how hard that would be to listen to
No,
recorders?
we should do like the little Bluetooth
AirTags?
AirTags, yeah.
You can get them on Amazon for $29.99. You can put them in your shoes or your book bag or even your hair.
We're all gonna have an air tag.
That's
This way you
fine.
can like pull it up and be like, oh, like we lost me. Well, you lost me. 'cause
And it tells
it's
you, like,
it's always me that you
It
lose.
tells
Yeah.
you how many feet you are away from said person. Or
Where's
you can
Megan? Beep beep beep
Pull
beep beep.
it up and
Or
be like, oh, she's over
we can
there.
order dog collars that have like a microchip air tag in them and you wear them as a
Why don't-
bracelet.
He's laughing, but it's true. They're gonna.
How about we
they're
just
gonna
get
tag
the
me.
thing from work and just shoot a microchip in her?
I mean, it's a 16 gauge
Good
needle.
idea.
It's not that
I
bad.
got lidocaine.
Well, with that, you
I'm-
might
I'm
have
okay
to
with that,
microchip
like-
her that way because if it's an air tag, she's probably going to lose it.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. You're
Yeah.
gonna have to like, we're gonna like sew it inside my bra
That's
so I don't
fine.
lose it.
That's fine. We'll figure it
That's
out.
fine. That's fine. We'll figure
Here,
it out.
swallow this.
Swallow this so you can't lose it.
Don't eat anything for the next 24 hours.
Right.
Put it in my.
Yeah.
Well, my boots have like a sticky wallet. I could just
I
stick
thought
it
you
in my
said your
wallet.
boobs.
My,
I wouldn't be able to get the signal.
my
I said that
boot, my
too.
cowboy boots. It has a sticky wallet in it.
Are you going to
because-
want to wear those though for like 8 hours? 5 hours? Something like that? I don't know.
Maybe.
She's
Right.
a fan of wearing slicks wherever she goes. So
Ah.
he's like,
I can wear my Crockies all the time, everywhere. So
No, I would.
well, at least that way you'd be able to like clip it on there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at least with my cowboy
What's that
boots,
called, a
like I
gibbet?
have a sticky wallet inside my cowboy
Yeah, my dogs
boots
eat those.
because I
I am not
I
surprised.
lose my wallet all the time. So like when we go out places, I just take like my credit card and my ID and I stick it in my cowboy
Note
boots.
to self: don't take money from Megan.
No,
No.
don't.
Why
Like,
is it all wet?
What does that smell?
yeah, I stick it in my I have a
It's in
sticky
my boot.
wallet. I have a sticky wallet on the side
A
of my
stinky
boot.
wallet.
No, sticky.
Sticky,
Sticky.
stinky, same difference.
It's up towards
True.
the top, so it doesn't like touch any of like the gross, weird, sweaty bits. But like, I mean,
Oh my god.
this is how I keep from losing my shit at the bar. I just stuff it in my
I just don't
boot.
leave the house.
Like it,
Yeah,
it
right.
is what it is. I just stuff it. Well, now I have to carry EpiPens, so I
Yeah.
can't just carry like my credit
Yeah,
card.
you're gonna
and
have to
my-
make like a list, like
Of
before we
things
go
you're
to
allergic
Defiance.
to.
like everything.
Yeah.
Like
Wine. She's good with wine. She
Well,
just breaks
I
out
was
in
gonna say,
hives.
she's broken out in hives today.
Well, I'm allergic to like pineapple and mangoes, and for sure. But then there's also like 32 of the most common allergies in Ohio that I'm allergic to,
Oh my god.
which is
I just
why
need
I have an EpiPen.
I just need my inhaler and it's always in
Before
a
we
bag.
Before we go to Tennessee, you need to have them test for there too.
I have EpiPens. We're good. We're good. I got EpiPens.
We're
We're
just
good.
gonna shove
CPR
Benadryl
training.
down her face every 3.5 hours.
Hey, I've got that by the bottle because I got
I-
puppies that
I
need sleep.
carry Benadryl all the time because I'm allergic to everything.
Well,
and I
you're
get
just gonna
hives
eat one every
randomly.
3.5 hours, so
Every
it doesn't
4
have time to wear
hours.
off. No,
By the
3.5,
time
so
we
it
get
can't
to
wear off.
investigation time, she's just like, eh.
She's like, stand up straight.
Yeah, yeah. I like.
Ooh, that could be fun, though.
I
At
like
least we wouldn't have to worry about her squirrel.
We'll just prop her up in the most
Sure.
active room
Here,
and see what
Sit
happens.
here and don't move and be cute and like hold the recorder. Okay,
Make sure you have a
bye.
couple static cams on her. It's like, why are
Right.
you guys touching me?
We were at the Geneva house and something freaking like caressed the hair on my arms like a little kid, and I was like, I'm not okay with it. Don't touch me. This is why Kelsey doesn't like to be touched. It was a weird feeling. Like
No.
it, like literally just like
Your
like
hair was so
this
soft.
up the side of my arm, and
I
I
don't
don't
like-
like this.
I hate
don't
that.
like this.
I don't like being touched.
If
I
you're
don't.
gonna
long
like
sleeves.
I'm sorry.
Hoodie.
Right.
gonna
I
touch
try not to do that no more.
me,
I know,
and,
it's how I'm, like,
go a little.
I'm thinking about like the thing for like going to Defiance because I don't like large crowds of people.
Neither do
And
I.
I'm already like, all right, how many? There's 80 acres, and how many are gonna give it? Like,
How many groups can we
don't
fit
touch
in other
me.
places? Don't touch me.
Well,
I'm
if
just
there's
gonna be
that many
I'm
people,
gonna be like this and be like, it's too people-y.
yeah, we'll
You
be
gotta
we'll be
go.
way off in
We'll
the.
go find places that are
80
not
acres is a
so.
decent amount of space.
It is.
So
We'll go find places that are not so peoply because I don't think any of us like
You
to be
can't
in
get any good
crowds.
evidence if it's too peoply, and I don't like people.
I want to check out the cemetery first, though.
But that's where
Um,
everybody's gonna go.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
got to be
You
later.
gotta go to like
Yeah.
the stupidest place
Yeah,
possible that people
First.
don't give them our.
like yeah.
You all want to go to the cemetery first.
You go to like a random place, like you just pick a
That'd be a-
random place,
that'd be a great
like one of the
shot for me to go.
museums
Well,
or
do our
something.
unboxing video with shovel.
Yes, we have to do that.
Yes.
We do.
That's a good intro.
We have a
Yeah.
we have a new intro made that not made, but we want to make.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
only
it's
when
funny.
we go like places when we have lives because it's gonna be
Yeah.
Hilarious.
hilarious.
It'll
Yeah.
be fun. Dude, we should do that at Chestnut Grove.
No.
No, he just said he's gonna do it at the
No.
Defiance place.
No.
No.
Come on.
No.
It'll be fun.
No.
Oh, you
No.
You don't want to go to
No.
Chestnut Grove?
you scared?
No. No.
Yes.
Totally
Ain't
scared.
nothing too much to worry about there.
No.
The last time we were there, something jumped out of a tree on top of me and knocked me over.
Didn't you almost
and
get
then-
arrested too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Baby, that's
Well, to be
small
fair,
task.
there was no posted sign, and I didn't realize it was a state law.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
hmm
But then the cop was like, "Did you see anybody else in there?" I'm not usually with my snitches. Did y'all see anybody else in here?
Yeah, because he
No.
didn't want to go in.
Right.
No, he didn't.
Like,
He well, he didn't want to
did
go in
you?
there.
Did y'all see anybody else in there while
Like,
you
if
were
I
in there?
tell
Like
you yes,
literally,
will you
like,
leave us alone?
like I had like we had like a recorder and like my camera. I'm like, dude, who in their right mind
We were making a movie.
does the weird naughty bit things in the cemetery? Like, who does that? That's weird. He's like, you would not believe how many times we've caught prostitutes
Right.
doing things in the cemetery. I'm like,
Yeah.
why is that a
Because they
thing?
figure who's gonna go there to look for him. I guess.
Right.
But of all cemeteries to choose from, why that one?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
The closest.
There's a lot of places to hide.
That one is weird. I wouldn't. No.
No.
No, we're not doing that. No, but
No.
I want to go back with the group because I think it'll be fun.
I want to go.
but we gotta get permission.
I was gonna say we gotta get permission first. Can't just show up because then we're all gonna get arrested.
They don't arrest you. They
Oh,
just give
wait.
you a warning.
So we're coming up on an hour.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
I know you guys can talk forever.
Always.
But what do you guys have coming up over the next few weeks? Are you doing a cast next week? Are you going to do any more investigations?
As of right now, we don't have any investigations lined up.
Well, we have our old go-to place that we're gonna go horse around at one of these weekends, but
Yeah, not next weekend. Then,
No.
because-
no, not next weekend. Don't know for sure. It'll be one of these weekends soon, but I'm not entirely sure what date.
Yeah.
There will be a podcast next week, but it might be a pre-recorded podcast because
We got lives, people.
some of us have other
Previous
Previous-
engagements.
engagements.
Look at
so-
Megan. She's all like, "No, I don't want to go to what I have to go to. I'd rather do the podcast."
Wow, I'm gonna try to get back early enough to do a live, but there's no guarantee.
Good enough. Anything else you want to leave everybody with before we fade to black?
Like, subscribe, turn on notifications.
Yes, like, subscribe, turn on.
Don't play with
notifications.
Ouija boards.
Right.
Don't summon things.
Don't summon things.
Summon me, but only if you have coffee.
Don't investigate your own house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that. It's not good.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.